Hey guys, welcome back to Get Even. Now in the last one we may have taken out a few people we shouldn't have done, but at the end of the day, we also discovered that in this room that we might be able to go revisit said memories. So I'm not overly concerned because I presumably, that presumably means even I can go back and change some of the consequences I've started anyway. I'm guessing I can only really change them once I do more of the game and unlock more gear or abilities or however you want to word it. But let's
Any
see.
connections or links your mind may have made, even unconsciously, are recreated visually by the Pandora. I'm rather proud of this feature.
That's
You can
real
study the
handy.
investigation further, or return to the asylum when you're ready. Just use the photo in the middle of the room.
Okay. When I reloaded the game, it gave me back this cutscene, so I thought I'd got all of it out of the way so you didn't have to worry about it again. But let's go back. Because I would go back and repeat one of them, but for the interest of the story
Very
or...
good, Mr. Black. Your synaptic transitions are becoming much easier. The room you just visited will help you stay away from conjecture and concentrate only on the facts.
Facts? All I know is that my name is Black, and apparently I stole this corner gun.
Precisely.
Nice.
And an expert job it was too. ADS all but went bankrupt after you disappeared with the prototype. But I'm sure we will learn more as you proceed.
Like how to get out of here.
You are here through choice, Mr. Black. And if you show the same clarity of thought as you did breaking into ADS, then that might not be for too long.
Okay, so it's now letting me back out the room. Sorry, yes, what I was going to say is I would go back, but for the purpose of the story and just seeing what happens, I'm just going to carry on. If, we find that actually going back changes significantly the story, then I might go and do that. But for the time being, let's just see where this rabbit hole entails. Hello? Oh, I've got memory, of course. How do I get the memory back? Which one was it? Tab? No. There's tab. I was right. Messages. There we go. But I just... Okay. Okay. So these are some of the screens I've found. Right, okay. Fine. Hello, who are you there?
Red! Hey! Why is everyone loose?
The patients must have their exercise, Mr. Black. Now move
Okay.
along.
They must have their exercise, so... You're there. Do I need to be worried about them? Do I need to have my gun out? Oh, okay.
Fuck. Well, maybe I should have let him go.
What was that? Oh, is this the... Wait. Is that the dude who... Yeah, he was the guy from the previous one where he was like, let me out. But what was that sort of like ghost image? Was that sort of like a visual representation of what the consequence could have been like? Okay. The walls speak. Only the puppet master can set us free. There is a chosen one. Somewhere inside Lythurst. He'll bring us the light. He'll give us the power. Power to wake from the nightmares within nightmares. DK. I failed, my master. I wasn't able to escape. I'm not worthy of being the chosen one. Pick someone else and leave me here to rot. That's bleak. So... Oh. What was that? Look at this one. Tomorrow, my master, you break our chains and let us out of our cages and fill our eyes with light and our mouths with laughter and our words with wisdom to fully appreciate what you have given us, freedom. Okay. Oh, hello.
Again,
Didn't see you there. Sneaking around like a cat. Yes.
John Keating. A teacher reported missing in
How do you
2011.
think? 1 up or 2? 1 up or 2?
He obviously thinks he's the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland, I'm guessing. Okay.
Damn it. No way through.
What is there? Can I talk to you?
Jesus Christ. The code. For the door. I need the code.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, he will talk.
You solve my riddle, you get secrets. Ah! It is a party after all! Ah! It is a party! There must be prizes! Woohoo! I love prizes!
Okay. So what's the riddle?
Twinkle, twinkle, little cat, how I wonder where you're at. Search for answers high and low. Turn off the lights and let it glow. Little cat lost in the dark. Can you find my secret marks?
Huh. Okay. What in?
Little cat, did you find it? Did you find your... what were you looking for? I'm afraid I'm past remembering. We're all past remembering. Would you like some tea?
No.
I think tea, don't you?
Well, I've got tea. I mean, I've got a lovely mug right here, thanks. But for now, 5. So 5. What was it? 5, 4. Yeah, 5, 4, 8, 1. Let's give it a try. Oh, wrong button. 5, 4, 8. Oh, no. 5, 4, 8, 1. No, okay, so let's try 1. No, didn't mean to do that. 1, 8, 4, 5. Will he talk to me now that I've solved this riddle? Guessing not. That's fine, I'm happy with that. Read this quickly. Visiting rules and regulations. Patient is allowed... What's with the tappy taps? Okay. I'm guessing this must be another guy in the room or something, perhaps. Patient is allowed 1 visit each week from members of his, her family, and other approved visitors. Physical contact shall not be allowed. Both visitor and the patient shall remain seated during the visit. During all visits, the patient will confine his, her talk, personal matters, and refrain from discussing other patients, institutional matters, or treatment methods. Violation of rules will result in immediate and permanent termination of visiting room privileges. See, why would I come to a place like this voluntarily if there... Okay, so I can't go in there just yet. If they don't... If they're like this, okay.
Fuck, what now?
Don't take this music away! Leave it be! Just leave it be! The party, he's on his way! He's on his way!
Okay, methinks, dude, there is... Oh, take that. Anything else in here while I'm at it? No. Now, is this dude going to be crazy and try and run at me?
You!
Alright, so you are. I'm a terrible, terrible shot, apparently. So he's saying leave the guy with his music. Well, that's fine. I'm happy to do that if there's nothing else I can do around here. Although, I do wonder why the music box, stereo, or radio, whatever you want to call it these days, has a target on it. It's almost like it's prompting me to shoot it. But Fine. Okay, well, I'm supposed to just leave him. You know what? I do need to go through there. Right, okay. This is going to generate a consequence, of course.
The rhythm, my music. What will they do? The party, the party!
You surprise me, Mr. Black. Temperance? Humility? Perhaps there is hope for you yet.
I'm not the one keeping these poor bastards locked up.
If I go near you now, will you ignore me? Interesting. Okay. That wasn't quite the reaction I was expecting there. I was half expecting him to charge at me again, but he didn't. Which way am I, Logan? Oh, that monkey again. Are you going to start... Can I scan you, actually? Wrong button. Oh, nothing else in here I can scan?
What the hell is all this stuff?
So these are toys that they give the patients? Okay, so I can scan the rabbits. I mean, I can scan other things now?
DNA found. Female. 18 to 22 years of age.
Isn't that roughly the same age as the girl? Okay.
I didn't know you were a thief. A thief? Why would you do that? Thief! Why take something that isn't yours? Why sabotage? Why steal?
Well, that triggered something, apparently.
Hey, honey, it's me. Pick up if you're there. Okay, well, bad news, I'm afraid. The caterers have cancelled on us. Said they were double booked for the Saturday, so we're going to have to find someone else. You getting married would be so much work.
Oh, man.
Anyway, see you later. Love you.
So, am I in my own memory now? This is me recalling me getting married? Or, like, preparing for marriage?
I just wanted to say that I understand if you don't want to adopt. I'm at the studio this afternoon. Call me when you're back and I'll come straight home. We can talk then. I love you.
So, are they having problems? Because...
Just a small reminder from your loving wife. Don't you dare forget our appointment at the clinic today. 2 p.m. sharp. See you then, Mr. Scatterbrain.
So, just those two messages alone make me think they got married, well, considering she's referring to herself as his wife now, and they were struggling to have kids. And the clinic was either for my guy or her, and they then obviously start talking about adoption and...
My darling husband, I know this won't be the life we imagined anymore, but I'll be free to focus on my art, and you, well, you'll change the world like you always dreamed you would. And no matter what happens, we will always have each other. All my love, now and always, Lenore.
So, did they... I mean, these are just hypotheticals at this point, because I don't... Because this is sort of going down towards the route of got married, down the timeline, couldn't have kids, down the timeline, decided to part ways, maybe? Okay, she obviously got pregnant. Maybe they did split.
Hey, I tried your office but couldn't get through. Call me if you get this. I've got news, and you may want to brace yourself. Love you loads.
Okay, so they definitely didn't split by the sounds of it, but they obviously wanted to pursue somewhat their own thing, and I'm guessing what's there on the bed is said news.
Honey,
Which...
are you okay? Talk to me.
Are you absolutely sure?
I did the test 3 times.
The doctors, they said...
I guess we proved them wrong.
But that can't be right. It can't be. That means...
It means we're not just a couple anymore.
It means... we're a family.
Why show me this? Is this how you justify everything?
So this is not my memory then, this is someone else's, and whoever this Grace person is... Is Grace the girl from the beginning? Oh, okay, I'm surrounded by toys.
What just happened? What was that?
Ah, you're back with us. Good.
Those memories, they felt different. What was that place?
No need to bother yourself with that, Mr. Black. Just a quirk of the technology.
So they were my memories. What's going on?
That is none of your concern, Mr. Black. It is irrelevant to your treatment. Now, let's proceed.
Proceed. Right.
I'll go through there.
Let me give you an example. How old are you? 25? Right. Let's imagine tonight you're walking home after work. You see a horse in the middle of the street and you're scared. You start uncontrollably panicking. Your heart is pounding, your hands get sweaty. You don't understand what's happening to you. When you're an adult, for Christ's sake, you shouldn't be scared of a horse. Now, you've no way of knowing what the root of this phobia is, but my therapy will make everything clear for you in an hour, maybe less.
There's a phobia for horses?
Perhaps when you were 2 or 3 years old, your brother snuck into your room one night, wearing a horse mask on his head. Perhaps he just stood there staring, watching, breathing, waiting. You woke up and you were terrified. I call it TRT, Toy Regression Therapy. Give patients toys or mementos from their childhood and the psychoanalytic magic works miracles.
And is that a proven theory? I'm sorry, this is a bit strange at this point. Okay, so another one is out and about. Someone has had their TV smashed. Not showing party. This is where the music's coming from. Oh, hello. Missed that nearly. Right, I'm gonna have to... Many patients in Lythurst claim they've seen the puppet master. Rumour has it he's been secretly roaming the asylum for decades, however controlling all of this, showing us the paths we have to follow. I myself have never seen him, but I dread that the day I finally will. DK. So... who's DK? Patient suffers from anxiety and refuses to give away any personal information other than his name. He mentions his traumatic events from the war, but will occasionally claim he has simply witnessed these events in a film. Frequently repeats the phrase, "We all think the same things at the same time." Dr. Benway's advice: amputate his limbs, amputate his tongue, amputate his past, amputate his will. He became too inconvenient. So, what you're just saying is dissect him and kill him as a result. Right. Oh.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much did this new treatment help you to discover your inner self?
Inner self? I've no such thing. Please. I just wanted to serve my country.
Oh, don't change the subject. I'll ask again. On a scale of 1 to 10...
You made them cut my fucking arms off! My fucking...
We did it to save your life. That landmine...
I will end you, motherfucker. I will crush your fucking throat.
How? You have no arms.
Now is the question I would ask.
You seem to be much less concerned about your past mistakes now, certainly. Let's call that a 9, shall we?
That's a good therapist there, trying to... Oh, so he's bashing there too. That's not concerning at all. What's in here? Come on, dude, let me in. Fine. But we know where he's hiding now.
It
Another
always seemed
recording.
real to me, even before I got here. The puppet master, the one in control.
Because I sure as hell wasn't in control.
I felt like shit for as long as I can remember. Everyone was mean to me in school. I was constantly bullied. But I assumed it would stop once I was an adult. Because I believed adults would be too busy to waste time on hurting the people around them. Well, I was wrong. So I found comfort in pills and drinking. But there was always this presence. Like an enormous hand hovering over me. It wasn't my decision to go there and start shooting those people. I'm surprised it's the only thing missing from those CCTV recordings. The black strings coming out of my hands and feet. And the shadow looming over those poor bastards when I was finally made to pull the trigger.
Is that starting to go into territory which I'd rather... Okay. Firstly, who the hell put you there? And secondly, jeez, that gave me a heart attack. The Puppet Master is not the man on the screens, nor is it Dr. Benway, who ran Lethis Asylum until the hospital was officially closed. A few say there is no master at all, as we're all destined to fall into darkness no matter what we do. Is it even possible puppet strings attached to our hands but no one there to pull them? DK. I'm wondering, again, this is a theory, but are they claiming like there's a puppet master because of people like me who's obviously playing as said character and the character is doing what I'm telling him to do? You know, is that the sort of realm we're going into? This is not concerning at all. Oh, got a note here. Our dearest amputees, Tom Elliot. They've managed to amputate 5 different people. Don't. It's a little concerning that they're saying Puppet Man a lot quicker.
Closing Lythurst. I mean, it's a sad, sad day for psychiatry. And for people with mental health issues all over the world. I only helped my patients get better.
Did you though?
Nothing more. And there's one thing I just don't understand. Why do the media still criticize my methods? How dare they? What about my results? And not one idiot journalist ever asked how many of my patients were cured.
Chopping off their limbs is not a solution,
I know
though.
why. It's because my patients got better. All of them. Even those who died. Especially those who died.
Yeah, that's because they can't exactly do anything when they're dead. Seriously. Why does that sound so close?
Right here!
Your dopamine levels have spiked. Are you enjoying this, Mr. Black?
Nope. However, if someone comes at me with a bat... Let's see if I can go that way. A bat or a crowbar, I'm going to shoot them to protect myself. Oh, got a text. I don't scared you. Okay.
where none belong. Out in the light, see right is wrong and left is right, and out of sight where we belong. No left is right, and right is wrong.
Huh? Okay.
It's a game, don't you see? A party game. They want you to let them out, but you mustn't. You mustn't let them out.
That's fine. I wasn't really planning on doing something like that because we tested Ramsey's new prototype and it's still nowhere close to the next big thing we were all hoping for. 5 out of 6 testers reported symptoms of severe VR sickness, mostly headache and or nausea. Also, the so-called memory visualizing has some pretty major glitches. Testers reported that their memory worlds were I'm guessing that's meant to say fractured at best, and the whole experience was often described as confusing. I think someone needs to address this with Ramsey directly. We wanted to start selling this thing next year, not on the next fucking decade. Okay, so there's that, and we've also got the king of the wheelchair tower, Maestro Berry. He's completely lost it. Steer clear of the man, or he'll eat your eyes out. Now he's saying that because of the whole visor thing, and oh. So you're saying to not let them out, but I seem to only have toggles to, I'm assuming, let them out. It doesn't tell me which one's which. There's that one. Okay. This is Redmond's land. Let's just switch to this. Wondering, is there a new life? Sorry, is there life after death? Just trespass here and find out yourself, or pay a XXXXX. Too late for that now.
What the fuck?
Robert Ramsey, genius or charlatan? Charlatan, even. Charlatan? Are you actually alive? Look, doesn't look like it.
Time to talk about our first lead, Mr. Black.
What do you know?
The question, Mr. Black, is what do you know? Let's see if you have any memory of this place. Focus on the photo when you're ready.
Okay.
Listen, I think someone's been murdered here in the warehouse. You should send someone. I'm half a mile down the road from the Pike Hill turning off Park Street. I was out on a run, and I stopped here for a minute. I'm looking at him right now. He's lying face down. No, he's definitely dead. There's a lot of blood. Yeah, it's Jacob. Jacob Singer.
Because the blood wouldn't have been a big enough giveaway that he might be dead.
Thanks.
And the lack of movement, of course. Or the breathing, or... Right, so this is obviously going to trigger a new memory event. Detective Bart Fair. Okay, so these are just general web page articles by the looks of it. Homicide. Okay. Well, actually, no, I need to interact with it to engage it, don't I? What we got here, then? Jasper Pradro's death remains unexplained. Chadwick is certain it was a drug-related crime. I've questioned both Jared Porter and Ethan Hamilton. Chadwick talked to John Linden and Albert Hall, but it doesn't seem we're making any progress. More names popped in Padro's phone record, but the guy was a dealer, and it looks like almost all his friends were all just clients. Bart Fair. On Monday the 20th of June at 4:26 AM, the Bittle police received a call reporting a car accident in the area near the Pike Hall turning on Route 10. Upon arrival, we located one vehicle in the nearby woods. Actions taken. The car hit the tree and was burning when we arrived at the scene, so we used an extinguisher and quickly managed to put out the fire. Preliminary investigation revealed that the accident was most likely caused by excessive speeding. Yeah, considering it hit a tree, I mean, I suppose there's the possibility he could have been knocked into place or whatever, but there were no passengers inside. Further investigation revealed a blood trace in the woods, but no body was found in the area nearby. The driver may still be alive. His current status remains unknown. What's this one? Another car crash? On the 20th of June, just before 2 p.m, we received a call reporting the discovery of a man's body in the empty warehouse near Route 10. Ah, okay, so the car victim. Officers sent to the scene confirmed one victim, whose death was caused by a gunshot wound to the head. There were no documents on the body when found. Forensics will be required to provide a positive ID. The autopsy is scheduled for Friday. The officers recovered shell casings on the scene, matching one weapon, a pistol with a silencer, also found on the scene. Lying approx 10 feet from the victim's body, the weapon was identified as a self-loading pistol produced by ADS. Huh. So what, like this kind of pistol? Okay. Right, before we get into the memory, I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to call it an end on that one. We'll pick up straight off here on the next one, and we'll see where the rabbit hole takes us. But I hope you enjoyed it as always, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't, by all means, give it a thumbs down, and drop a comment in that box below if you want to. And hopefully you'll join me for the next one. But until then, guys, I'll catch you for then. Bye!